Okay, so let's dig into the Desisms. Well, I want to hear, you got an appointment booked. You see it's, John Smith, and he's got a mortgage for 250 and he's married and he loves cats, whatever. What is John, what are the word tracks? So for everyone that's been on here and they're like, I want to sell like Desda, she sounds confident and she's working hard and she's getting the results that I want. What are you saying on the phone so they can forward and remind us a few times to kind of get the magic words that you say, get them to move forward?
Cool. So if an appointment's booked, I'm calling the appointment. Like I mentioned before, guys, your mindset, your psychology behind who you are is crucial. So I always like to say doctor-patient mentality. Like, I'm the doctor, that's the patient. So don't be scared to ask them what their mortgage is. Like, you have that information. Don't be scared to ask them their medications. Don't be scared to ask them that. And you will get people that says, why do you need to know? Why do you need to know how much I make? Well, John, like, you're a plumber. I'm a financial professional. I'm not going to tell you what pipes to put under the sink. Like, let me do my job. Like, I don't mind telling people that, because I have zero like time and energy and effort for it. That's why I love leads. I'm a lead junkie. If someone doesn't want it, I don't care. And I don't even want to put the application in if they're even hesitant. So in the beginning, when I call, I'll say, hey, Grady, this is Desiree. I'm the underwriter here for a mortgage protection appointment. How are you? My tone is like detective. I'm like verifying your info, just like a doctor. Grady, what's your date of birth? Like, what's your height and weight? Cool, whatever. And then they move on, right? So I'm like, cool. And it looks like here your property address, and I'm verifying the information, even though the dialer, or, if you dialed that appointment before, you already did it. I still verify it in the initial call because it helps set the tone that I am a professional. Like, I have your data right in front of me. Grady, hey, this is Desiree. It looks like here we have you at 123 Main Street. That's correct. Awesome. Loan amount is about 500,000. Is that also correct? Perfect. And I'm going to say, hey, Grady, just so we're on the same page, and this is, again, me making sure they know what the heck I'm talking about. Just so we're on the same page, this is the type of coverage, if you die tomorrow, get cancer, lose a limb, that the mortgage is going to be taken care of. No one ever went over this with you, right? And then they're going to say no. If they say yes, I'm just trying to stop the objections up front so I could move on. So I think that's super key, is verifying the information, having the tone like you're the doctor, they're the patient, and just wearing, like I said, that financial professional hat. And don't let somebody tell you how to do your job. Because like I said, you'll get a lot of people, why do you need to know this? How long is this going to take? Well, I'll say, well, if you keep asking questions, it's going to take really long. It's like, do you have somewhere to be? Like, if someone's like, oh, I have somewhere to be. Okay, hey, this is super important. So when are you going to be home? So you could sit down and have a pen and paper, right? Because this is super important. Again, I'm setting the precedent that this is super important. It's not something that you could do while you're driving. I mean, me personally, I don't like to sell a policy when someone's driving unless I know, maybe they're a truck driver, maybe. But at the end of the day, I want them sitting there, writing down a pen and paper, their spouse is present. And lately, what I have been doing is if they have an iPhone, I just FaceTime them. So that's been super key. Yeah, so that's been awesome.